The Missing project is the most exciting project in all of biology right now. The goal is to sequence the genomes of 10,000 families that have autism spectrum disorder. We've known for many years that genetics plays an important role in autism, and we've been looking at the DNA from families for well over 2 decades now, using incremental advances in technology. And in the last few years, a new technology called whole genome sequencing, which allows us to decode every single letter in the alphabet of the genome, is now available. We think this will be the largest genome sequencing project in the world for any different condition. 10,000 families, that's at least 40,000 DNA samples or so, we think. The data that's starting to come back is exciting. It's telling us things that we didn't know earlier. And we think once we get into the tens of thousands of numbers, it's going to actually really unveil all of those genetic factors that we've been searching for many years.
I think Missing represents a revolutionary opportunity to increase understanding, awareness, interventions for individuals with autism spectrum disorder. I think the potential for collaboration is tremendous.
So we're bringing different types of scientists and professionals, health professionals, to look at the data. Physicists who are very good at looking at big data sets. Computational biologists, molecular biologists, geneticists, developmental pediatricians, psychiatrists, you name it. We're going to assemble the teams to really understand this genetic information so we can put it in a form that families can use to benefit their children.
So the honest answer for most families is participating in research today is not likely to turn around and give you immediate benefits, but the potential to benefit your child as well as others in the future is tremendous. The potential for earlier diagnosis and recognize children who would be at risk and provide interventions earlier.
The end product, the product that the community needs to move the entire agenda forward in autism research, is a database that can be utilized in an open science format. Genetics is large DNA science, actually, so it's information science. We put that into the computers, and then we're all working on trying to decode what that information means.
If I was to put one's individual genetic code into a Word document, it would be over 1.5 million pages long. It is a massive proposition to do thousands of genomes and then put them up in a cloud environment to allow researchers to look at that from around the world and study it. And this is why our partnership with Google is absolutely essential. There's really no one out there that has the ability to do this in the way that Google has.
With it pulling in the Google Cloud, you can potentially get access to the 10,000 genome anywhere with internet access, which is something that is quite unbelievable.
This is what they do. I mean, Google is an information science company, and genetics is an information science. In fact, it's the ultimate form of information. Your genome is what is your blueprint for what makes you what you are. And Google's developed ways to handle these large data sets, to search through them, and to look for patterns that perhaps we're going to really benefit from. What I'm excited about is it's the first time that we actually have these massive data sets. I've been in the field now for 25 years, and when I was a graduate student, the experiment I dreamed about we're actually now doing. And it's really incredible to think, as a species, we've come to the point where we can actually decode our own genomes. I think I couldn't even imagine that even 10 years ago. And not only are we doing it in one individual, we're doing it in 10,000 families. So this is groundbreaking. It's going to change everything we know about autism and also everything we know about ourselves.
Autism Speaks presents Missing, an open source research platform for autism.